A racing schedule is one of the most important parts of any racer's website. If your fans don't know when you're going to race, how are they going to watch you race, right? So we need to make sure that our fans are in the loop. Do that with a schedule. So when you create a racer page, we actually provide you a default schedule, and this just is comprised of like the first 10 or 12 races of the 2018 NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series schedule, just as an example. So this top form field here, these are the columns that you can enable or disable on your schedule. So you could show the race, that's this field right here. In this case, it's a Clash. The series, Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series, track, Daytona, and then the disabled fields by default are location, start, and finish. But to enable those fields, you just check them. So now that these are checked, if I were to update the schedule, my schedule would show the race, series, track, would not show location, but it would show start and finish. Now to actually add races to that schedule, just click this little plus icon, select a date from the date picker, the race, series name, track, location, your start position first, and of course we're going to win because that's what we do, and we'll update that. Now, like sponsors, schedules can be embedded onto a page or in a widget. So first let's look at a widget. Go here to Appearance and then Widgets. And we have a schedule widget by default, but I'm just going to remove that and we're going to recreate it. Going to grab schedule. We're going to drag it up into our sidebar. You can set the title. I'll change it to we'll change it to upcoming schedule. We'll select the schedule we want to display. If we had added a second schedule, maybe we had a schedule for this season, and then we also created a schedule for last season and entered all our start and finish. So fans could be like, you know, not only where are you going to be this year, but what did you do last year? Maybe you could have a page on your website for that, 2017 schedule. And if you wanted to do that, you just go here and click Add New. But right now we only have one schedule, so we're just going to select that one. And here we can select which dates we want to display. Do we want to display all scheduled dates, whether that be past, present, and future? Do we want to display only the races that have happened before today, or races that have not yet happened? And I'm going to display all the races, which I guess means I should probably not say upcoming schedule, but maybe just schedule. We could limit that, so if you had a 40 race season, but you didn't want to display all 40 races in your sidebar because that'd be kind of long, you could say only display 5, but ours is pretty manageable, so I'll just leave that empty. Cool, so now we have our widget. We can go here to the site, and yeah, here's our schedule. We have the date, race, series, and track, and that's displaying as it should. Now you notice some of these, even though we have start and finish checked, don't display them. Well, that's because we didn't actually enter a start and a finish position for those races. So it'll only actually display the data if you have that data available. Let's add it to a page. And again, we actually already have this page created by default when you create your racer page. So go to Pages, here's the schedule. I'm just going to delete this and we'll recreate it. So let's add a post element, select schedule, and we'll insert that into our post. So cool, this is kind of a table layout, actually a little bit easier to read. And as we learned in our pages video, we can actually set this to be a full width template. That way we don't have the schedule on the page on the left and then the schedule also on the sidebar on the right. Kind of makes it a little easier to read. Scroll down, yeah, we can see our start and finishes here. Perfect. Let's update that and then check out our schedule page. Yeah, that looks awesome. One other thing we can do is go back to our schedule and edit it. And we have options to pick a different schedule. And then again, which schedule dates we want to display, whether that be all of them, past dates, or future dates. And I'm just going to leave it as that. So that's how you manage your schedule, how to create new races, and how to put your schedule in a sidebar or in a page.